Thank you, Madam Chairman. When we embarked on the fiscal year 2021 process, Madam Chair, I don't think any of us thought this year would unfold the way in which it has. I'd like to thank you, Chairwoman Roybal Allard, along with Chairwoman Lowy, and our ranking member, Granger, for the work that has gone into bringing this bill and all the committee bills to markup. It's really a testament of what we can accomplish working together, overcoming challenges, and fulfilling our commitment to our constituents and our country to do the work of the Appropriations Committee. I am honored to be part of this process, and I want our constituents at home to know, despite strong, bona fide differences that exist in the bill, as articulated by our distinguished chair, the civility exhibited by the members of this committee and subcommittee is outstanding. At a time where we have divisiveness in this country, I think it's very important that we can have the great civil discourse and civility exhibited on both sides of the dais. And Madam Chair, I specifically thank you for that. While we couldn't complete our hearing process, we were actually able to conduct a few site visits and hearings before we had to shut down normal operations. But even with distancing, we've conducted many phone calls with our agencies to keep up with what's going on. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. There's a lot of broad agreement on so many of the issues and funding in this bill. We hear from many of the same constituencies. We all care deeply about the safety and security of our country and the people in it, as well as every individual at the department, as many of the investments under the allocations reflect that shared concern. But sadly, also like last year, in the places where we disagree, Madam Chairman, there are vast differences, and I can't support the bill in its current form. Once again, the bill before us does not include any funds for continued border wall construction and prohibits funds for being used for any wall construction whatsoever. Further, the bill rescinds the entire appropriation provided last year for the wall. I've had a chance to visit the border, and we've heard from the Acting Commissioner of Customs and Border Patrol, as well as border agents and officers from the front lines. This wall is necessary in so many places along the southwest border. It is necessary for the safety, for the agents, and it is an effective asset against transnational criminal organizations and their trafficking and smuggling enterprises. The statistics show that where you have a wall, you have no crossings. It works, and I would like to see us continue the program supported by CBP. Another area of great concern, once again, is the funding level for ICE and the lack of funds flexibility. ICE needs to be able to carry out their responsibilities of detailing and transporting people back to their countries after being issued a lawful order of removal. Further, ICE is the law enforcement agency charged with the responsibility of repatriating convicted criminals back to their countries. We absolutely must fund the agency to allow them to adequately and responsibly do their missions, which are set out in law. If we could help CBP and ICE with wall funds and enforcement and removal operations, there is a lot in this bill to celebrate. I thank the chairwoman again for all she did for the United States Coast Guard, the Cybersecurity Agency, TSA, Secret Service, FEMA, FLETC, and the remaining components under the allocation, especially where increases are proposed to address the critical needs across the department. The department's mission is simple: protect the nation. And we need to complete this bill to fund all the components of the department that are working every day of every week in our communities and on the front lines to keep our people safe. Madam Chairwoman, I also thank you for being so accommodating to so many requests for the reports, briefings, direction, and dollars on the behest of our colleagues. At this time, I don't have any amendments, but I look forward to the next week in full committee, where I'm sure we will visit and revisit some of these issues I've highlighted. Again, Madam Chair, I thank you and the members of the subcommittee. Finally, a sincere note of thanks to the staff. Over the years as an appropriator, I have grown to not only respect, but also realize the essential nature of the staff. They have worked tireless hours on both sides, in the majority and the minority, and I realize that you're working hours on areas where we have broad areas of agreement and areas of disagreement. So to all the staff who have helped us put together this bill, thank you. I look forward to working with you, and the American people need to know the outstanding job that you have done. With that, Madam Chairwoman, I yield back my time. Thank you.